Wood. Vice President Rick West.
I'm present.
Director Gregory Washington.
Here.
Director Byron Glennon.
Here.
Director Ben Stewart.
Here. All right, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we have a motion to approve the agenda. So moved.
Second by Washington.
Okay, motion is made by Director Glennon, second by Director Washington. Roll call vote?
President Greg Wood.
Yes.
Vice President Rick West.
Yes.
Director Gregory Washington.
Yes.
Director Byron Glennon.
Yes.
Director Ben Stewart.
Yes.
All right, at this time, we will go to public comments. I will dispense with the reading of the statute. But I would ask that anybody from the public wishing to make public comments to state your name and keep your comments to 5 minutes or less. And so at this time, let the record show that we are opening the floor for public comments. Are there any public comments? Okay, there are none. Then I will close public comment. And now we'll move on to closed session. We have 3 items. Are we going into closed session on all 3? Only 2. Item number 2 and item number 3. Okay, so I would like a motion to go into closed session on item 1 and 3 as 1 and 3 as stated on the agenda. So moved. 2 and 3.
It was 2 and 3.
I believe it's 2 and 3.
Okay, I'm sorry.
2 and 3.
I need a motion to go into closed session on 2 and 3 as stated on the agenda. So moved.
Second by Washington.
Okay, motion is made by Director Glennon, seconded by Director Washington. Roll call vote?
President Greg Wood.
Yes.
Vice President Rick West.
Yes.
Director Gregory Washington.
Yes.
Director Byron Glennon.
Yes.
Director Ben Stewart.
Yes.
All right, we are adjourned to closed session at 5:34. We'll see all of you over on the other side. With that, call the meeting back to order. We have a motion to come out of closed session. Although
Director West, second.
Okay, motion is made by Director Glennon, seconded by Vice President Webb. Roll call vote?
President Greg Wood.
Yes.
Vice President Rick West.
Yes.
Director Gregory Washington.
Yes.
Director Byron Glennon.
Yes.
Director Ben Stewart.
Yes.
All right, and there is no reportable action on closed session. And we will now move into our open session, and we'll move to public comments. This time, again, I will dispense with the reading of the statute. But if there is anybody that wishes to address the board in public comment, please state your name for the record and limit your comments to 5 minutes or less. Any public comments? All right, there are none, and so I will close public comments. And go down to meeting minutes. I have a motion to approve the meeting minutes.
Second, Director Webb.
Okay, the motion is made by Director Glennon, seconded by Vice President Webb. Roll call vote.
President Greg Wood.
Yes.
Vice President Rick West.
Yes.
Director Gregory Washington.
Yes.
Director Byron Lennon,
Yes.
Director Ben Stewart.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries 5-0. All right, consent calendar. I have a motion to approve the consent calendar.
So moved.
We have a second.
Second, Director Stewart.
Okay, motion is made by Director Glennon, second by Director Stewart. Roll call vote.
President Greg Wood,
Yes.
Vice President Rick Webb,
Yes.
Director Gregory Washington,
Yes.
Director Byron Lennon,
Yes.
Director Ben Stewart.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries 5-0. All right, presentation, water reclamation plant project update.
I'm not sure if John's going to give an update or not. John, you there? Yeah, so out at the wastewater treatment plant, since the last meeting, they've been working on the new Biolac basin, and they've completed the liner install and continued to do some of the plumbing on the outside of the Biolac basin. They've also completed the flooring for the blower room, and they've ripped the three ponds, the three percolation ponds. They finished ripping those, so they're ready to go. And there's just been some ongoing electrical work going on, and that's about it for the wastewater treatment plant.
All right. Any questions for John? All right, thank you, John. All right, move on to new business. New business one, adopt resolution number 2020-16, rescinding resolution number 2015-4, concerning appointments to the Roseman Community Service District Foundation. Steve Perez, General Manager.
Thank you, Mr. President. I am bringing this forward as the resolution 2020-16 was passed by a previous board, and it excluded any board members from participating or being on a district foundation. And in order to be able to participate and participate in our community's best interest, I feel that it's in the best interest of the district to rescind this and to allow, and then we'll bring back the another. Actually, just rescinding it, I think, is all we have to do. If we have to bring back another resolution, we will, but I don't think we have to.
No, we don't. And I want to add to this that I wasn't aware that this resolution had been passed, but I believe at the time that 2015-14 was passed, it was for purely political reasons. This agency went to a great deal of work and effort to create a foundation, a 501c3, to benefit this community at the time for Parks and Recreation, but for the community's benefit. And it was the only way that we could get people to donate money to help improve things in the community. And so we needed that 501c3, and by doing this, it allows us to bring the 501c3 back to the RCSD, which will be on the next agenda. So I would like to get a motion to adopt resolution number 2020-16.
And before you do, can I just make one clarification? I said to rescind 2020-16. I misstated it as it should have been 2015-.
Okay, so to rescind, I'd like to get a motion to rescind resolution number 2015-4.
So moved. Second by Director Washington.
Okay, motion made by Director Glennon, seconded by Director Washington. Any further discussion? And any comments from the public? All right, with that, roll call vote.
President Greg Wood,
Yes.
Vice President Rick West,
Yes.
Director Gregory Washington,
Yes.
Director Brian Lennon,
Yes.
Director Ben Stewart.
Yes. Motion carries 5-0. And thank you very much. On new business 2, approve the formation of a foundation. We don't really need to approve the formation of a foundation. Foundation already exists. Trying to find my notes here. Just to paraphrase, a few months ago, the Rosamond Community Services District Foundation, after the met virtually with the question, and I need to go back here and find this, but because I want to read it for the record. So let's go ahead and take a 2-minute recess so I can go ahead and get all my notes here in front of me, because I'm trying to work off of my emails here. Okay. Anyhow, the Rosamond Foundation that was part of this agency, in January of 2019, I want to go back to this board, gave their approval by consensus to bring the foundation back to the Rcsd. On July 6, 2020, the Foundation's Board of Directors met virtually to vote on one item, and that action item was, shall the Rosamond Foundation merge and reunite with the Rosamond Community Services District according to the existing bylaws and articles of incorporation. This was passed in the affirmative by unanimous vote. So, with that said, I know that there's, legal things that we have to do, and that can all be worked out, accordingly. But at this time, what I'm asking the board to do is to approve to bring back the Rosamond Foundation or a foundation, but whichever way we have to legally do it. Our legal counsel can advise us on this, and get all the papers squared away with the state of California, and to where we can get this foundation back to doing what, to benefiting this community in any way it can. So that is my explanation on this, is to bring this foundation back, because this is something that we as a community need. There's a lot of people that are willing to donate for various causes. I mean, we're trying to do things for the community. We're trying to build a demonstration garden for the community, and these are things where the foundation will provide an avenue to get the funds we need to do these things. And so it's important to have it. And then this way the community benefits and helps put some things into this community that we don't have and don't have the money to go out and get. And with the foundation, we can raise the funds to be able to do some good, positive things for this community. And so that's all the information I have. So I will open it up to the directors for any comments that the directors wish to make on this. So let me go ahead and start with Director Stewart.
Everything at this time.
The Director of Washington.
You know, Mr. President, you always seem to hit it right on the head for me. So I don't think I need to comment any further on what you said.
Director Webb.
Greg kind of hit it this. I think the important thing is that from day one, foundation was in place to benefit the community. That has never changed. Let's just get back to the point where we're doing positive things for the community, and I think collectively we all get the benefit. Thank you.
Okay. Director Glennon?
We need to move forward with it.
Okay. Well, thank you all. Is there any comments from the public on this? All right. And with that, I'd like to get a motion.
Don't move.
Second by Director Washington.
Okay, motion is made by Director Glennon, seconded by Director Washington. Roll call vote.
President Greg Wood,
Yes.
Vice President Rick West,
Yes.
Director Gregory Washington,
Yes.
Director Byron Glennon,
Yes.
Director Ben Stewart.
Yes.
And the motion passes 5-0. And thank you, everyone. I'm looking forward to getting this all set up so we can move down the road. And with that, Steve, I'd like to just ask you to get all the information we need to get all of our ducks in a row and report back, please. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so at this time, we'll move on to director reports, comments, and future agenda items. And let's start with Director Stewart.
I don't have anything at this time.
And Director Washington.
Nothing tonight.
Director Webb.
Yeah. Hey, we just Friday when we looked at the facility over there off of 20th, the old district office there, and it looked like it has some potential to meet a lot of needs immediately. So I'm kind of excited. I was there with the GM and one of the board members. So it looks like that the possibilities to fill some of our needs with that the community type there could be forthcoming. So I'm excited about it. Thank you.
Okay. Director Glennon.
Just that Kern County on Tuesday moved one step down on the different protocols that need to happen. So Kern County is hopefully moving in the right direction.
Okay. Participated in the ANLAC meeting last night, and I thought it was interesting that they're planning a pretty big major renovation project for the Roseman treatment plant. And I guess with the lines and the improvements they're making, I thought it was interesting that they're going to be able to gravity feed Roseman from Fort Hill. And so, yeah, that's good. And I did hear right.
I don't understand. That's what they said.
It's what they said.
But the elevations and but I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't understand it, but they said they'll be able to gravity feed the water supply to Kern County from Quartz Hill. So, anyhow, but they are making a lot of improvements, and a lot of it is to get water to help also service the outlying areas of North Edwards and Boron and Cal City and such.
Water Bank has dominated the meeting.
Yeah.
Like it's done in the past.
Right. So, but anyhow, just thought that was interesting. So stay tuned and looking forward to whatever improvements they're making that affects Roseman as well. All right, with that, we'll go to General Counsel update.
No update right now.
Okay, and General Manager update. Steve?
I'd like to comment a little bit on what Rick brought up a moment ago, Director Webb, and that is the building. And Director Webb, myself, Director Stewart, Director Wood had participated in another tour of the building, and we looked at the possibilities along with the Historical Society, and I see good things coming out of that building for the greater benefit of the community, and hopefully we can come to a good understanding on the community needs and be able to provide a place for them, and albeit small, but a place.
Right.
And so I'm looking forward to watching that grow.
You know, it was interesting that one of the people that we were talking to mentioned the fact that the Edwards Air Force Base Museum is supposed to be opening up shortly, and they're projecting 180,000 people a year to visit that museum. And he mentioned that those 180,000 people are going to, for the most part, are going to be driving through Roseman. And so people that are traveling to a museum, we're going to get a substantial amount of those same people that are going to pop into our museum here in Roseman and to share in the history of this community. And so I see some really good potential for this to be a real shining spot for this community by having Historical Society open up a nice first-class museum for this community.
I agree.
Okay, any other questions of our General Manager? All right, and with that, we will move to Assistant General Manager update. Lizette?
Hi, good evening. I have nothing to report.
Okay, and then we will go on to Director of Public Works update. John?
Yeah, just a few things. Being that we're getting our biomass system, the new system out of the wastewater treatment plant, Public Works has took it upon themselves to clean out the existing biomass. So they're removing all the sludge and checking the liner for any cracks or tears. They've also been cleaning, inspecting sewers, and they'll be starting the meter reading here tomorrow. So business as usual.
Okay. Any other follow-up questions for John? Okay, Public Works Manager update. Rock.
Rock is on vacation.
Good for him.
Finally.
All right, with that, I'd like to get a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Director Stewart.
Okay, motion is made by Director Glennon, seconded by Director Stewart. Roll call vote.
President Greg Lewis,
Yes.
Vice President Rick West,
Yes.
Director Gregory Washington,
Yes.
Director Byron Glennon,
Yes.
Director Ben Stewart.
Yes.
All right, with that, we are adjourned at 6:27. Good night, everyone, and we meeting.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.